Who was up there? This nigga be training at Harrington Park. So there in Duncanville, but that one right there by DeSoto where he stay. Stay somewhere in DeSoto. I don't know where though. And he be training up there and shit. Like, my homeboy George was like, hey, you trying to come shoot and train? And I was like, yeah. He was like, Dez Bryant up here. And I was like, that's what's up. So we was already on our way up there and shit. It was me, a couple homeboys. One of my homeboys, it was like, they waved at that nigga Dez Bryant, you know, trying to say what's up.
Yeah.
And that nigga, he didn't even say nothing. One of his homeboys just like went like that, like told us to go about our business type shit.
Yeah.
And like, I understand he over there doing his thing, working out. You know what I mean? You in your zone when you over there doing your thing and shit, trying to get better and shit. But like, nigga, you at a public park. If that would have been a little ass kid, would you'd done the same shit? You know what I mean? I was just like, I was like, he could have showed some acknowledgement, some shit, nigga. You don't know if that nigga was his #1 player or something. You know what I mean? Number one fan.
Number one fan like that.
Whole perspective could have changed on that nigga. So nigga, all that shit was happening. We were driving by because he was like on one of the lower fields training, and he tried to say what's up. They waved us down, and I rolled down my window, and I was like, it wasn't a catch. Man, all them niggas stopped. They looked. We just kept driving because that's not where we were training at.
Yeah.
So we parked, we went about our business, and then come to find out, we training up on top of the hill where these niggas are training at. So they're at the bottom and we at the top. These niggas, we shooting the ball and it goes down the hill. Ain't no one else gonna go down there because of what I said.
Yeah.
So I'm the only nigga that's gonna go down there. So I went down there and I was kicking the balls back up. And this nigga was like, one of his homeboys was like, he had like 4 homeboys with him. All them niggas were big than a hoe.
Yeah.
And one of them niggas, like big, like, hey, they was big. And the nigga was like, we got a problem? And I was like, first I was like, what's up? He was like, I said we got a problem. I was like, oh no, we good. He was like, yeah, I know we good. And I was like, what's up? He was like, we heard what you said. And I was like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
And then this nigga Dez Bryant started walking. At that time, like all that was going on, I was walking up the hill because I already got all the balls.
Yeah.
Dez Bryant starts walking up the hill, and he was like, nah. He was like, you was talking a lot of shit earlier. And I was like, nah. He was like, nah, what you say earlier? And then Paul was up there, and Paul was like, he was like, hey, he was like, what's going on? And he was like, y'all need to come play a real man sport and stop playing that pussy ass sport.
Who said that?
Dez Bryant. Yeah. Cause we were playing soccer, I guess.
Yeah.
And so that nigga was like, y'all need to come play real man sport, stop playing that pussy ass sport. And Paul was like, whoa, that's where you went too far now. He was like, we didn't say nothing about your sport or anything like that. He was like, nah, but the little man was talking shit to me. He was like, I'm over here trying to train, minding my own business.
Yeah.
And he's saying shit to me. And then so he was like, nah, this little youngin over here talking shit to me and all this shit and that. And Paul was like, oh, he ain't young, he 18.
Yeah.
Man, at that point, my heart dropped. I was like, fuck. Hey, I'm on the niggas. Hey, I seen how big them niggas were. I was like, alright, we good. You know, we ain't gonna get no fight. Nigga Paul said, he ain't young, he 18. This nigga Dez said, oh, he old enough? I said, fuck. I was like, shit, really finna go down.
Yeah. You just gonna have to be out there just swinging them hoes.
Swing. I was gonna go out there slide tackling them big ass niggas. Feet first, nigga. Fuck the bullshit. Kicking the fuck out them niggas. Nah, so then, after he said that shit, Bubba went over there and he started talking to him. He was like, Bubba was like, hey, ain't nothing finna go on. He was like, nah, y'all little partner was talking shit. And all his homeboys started to come up there and I was like, yeah. Probably could be some shit.
Yeah.
We finna get our shit worked. We some little ass kids. We finna get our shit
Yeah.
worked. These niggas finna pound our shit. Nigga, hey, big ass line, we finna pound our shit. Them niggas finna eat us alive, nigga. So I was like, fuck that. I was just chilling though. I wanted, like, if something would've went down, I would've had to go out there swinging because it was me talking shit. But damn, I would've came out with, woo. I wouldn't have came out right. Cops would've been called. I would've been in an ambulance. All types of shit. But nah, that nigga was just like, he was like, you know what? He was like, my fault. He was like, I should have been the bigger person here and all this and all that. And then I was just like, you know what? I shouldn't even say nothing. But I was just like, you at least could have acknowledged them though. He was like, yeah, I understand. He was like, but you gotta understand, I'm over here working out and shit. He was like, afterwards, he was like, you know, I ain't got a problem signing autographs, taking pictures. Yeah. He was like, but you know, I was over there doing my workout. And I was just like, yeah. And it just went from, he went his way from there. After that, he got in his car, he dipped. We just kept training. Yeah. Shit was just weird. We was just talking about it like, damn, almost got my ass beat. Yeah. But them niggas were big, like, they weren't no small ass niggas.
Professional football players?
I don't know if all of them, I know Dez was.
Oh.
But it was probably like his homeboys.
Yeah, his homeboys and shit.
But his homeboys ain't small.
Yeah, them niggas gonna be big too.
Them niggas weren't like, they weren't no wide receiver big, nigga. They was lineman big. Woo. Like them niggas were big. Yeah. Like, hey, bro, them niggas were big, bro. Damn. Like, fuck no. They would have ate my ass alive. Nigga would have had me as an appetizer. Wasn't even a meal for that nigga. Like a chicken strip.
Bro won't have to be a meal right there.
Like, you can ask that nigga Bubba and Paul about that. That's why Bubba rapped about it in that one song. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize what I said though. Like, I told that nigga it wasn't a catch. But it wasn't a catch though. He dropped that hoe. He was stumbling that ball.
He dropped that.
Fuck what that nigga talking about.